So this is my final prediction for the election for 2020. Today is November 3rd. This is election day. And this was tough because this is not a good result. This is a result where there is no declared winner and where the House and the Senate, I think, have to get involved because, as you can see, neither Biden nor Trump made the required 270. I tried very, very hard to get Biden over the hump. He needs another 10 votes, and I just couldn't. And I don't know if I'm missing something because I was looking at one of the most pessimistic models I could find. And that's my mindset. I have a very pessimistic mindset when it comes to this election. Biden is definitely going to win the popular vote, but it's kind of a fight where Trump is willing to throw sand in your face, and then you have the other player who's more willing to follow the rules. So that puts Biden at a disadvantage. And there's a lot of little tricks that are being played and have been played on the Republican side, from the advertising to the propaganda and voter suppression. I mean, you name it, millions and millions of voters have been targeted with various schemes from the Republican side. When you combine all these different efforts together, they've got to amount to something. So wherever the pollsters are making claims, I lean with a Trump bias. So this is what I get when I'm trying to make Trump win. Right? I'm trying to make him win. I don't want him to win, but I just feel like the scales are tipped in his favor for many reasons. And it's very, very complicated. It's not one thing. It's not two things. It's many, many, many things. I couldn't get him over the hump. And again, my focus was really, I got this and I'm like, okay, so even with me trying to make Trump win, Biden still is winning. But then I'm like, Biden doesn't have the 270. So this is not my map, by the way, just so we're clear. This is my map. Right? So with me trying to get Trump to win, this is the best I could come up with. 10 votes short. Now, I was just showing you this for comparison because this was one of the most pessimistic wins for Biden that I could find. I mean, just in general, I looked at all the maps and they're all showing Biden winning strongly. And I saw this one is like he wins, but it's very, very narrow. So I said, great. This is leaning to where I'm leaning. So I'll use this as my baseline and go from there. And I can't get that. I can't get this 279. So I don't know if there's an error with this website that I'm using or what the deal is. I mean, in order for me to get 10 votes, I would have to do something like, obviously, if I give him Texas, if I give Biden Texas, but this pessimistic map, he doesn't have Texas. So how do they get into 279? I went as far as to do an overlay in Photoshop. So in Photoshop, I'm doing a difference effect, which shows me the difference between these two maps. One is mine and one is that 279. And even with this, I'm still unable to see how they're getting 279, and I'm not getting quite that far. I mean, the main deviation you see is here, here, and here, but it's just because my colors are slightly different, but I'm still giving. I give Biden that, right? This is blue, this is blue, this is blue. I don't know where to get 10 from. I mean, I would just logically pick off the weakest red, which to me would mean like Arizona, PA. That's what it is. Because PA is 20. Wow. That's what it is. It's PA. So if you give PA to Biden, boom. PA, okay. I just didn't know. This is like gray. What does that mean? Oh, tilt. Ah. That's why I didn't want to give him PA, because I'm leaning towards Trump, so this is gray, which means it could go either way. This whole election swings on PA. That's 20 votes, and it's that tight. PA is 46.8% Republican, 51.8% Democratic. That's insanely narrow. Wow. That's the best I could come up with, guys. So, thinking very, very pessimistically, trying to make Donald Trump win in a sensible way. I mean, obviously it's very easy for me to make him win. I could just, like PA, I wouldn't struggle to give him PA. I'll just give him PA. I could give him Ohio, which is a swing state. So me trying to reasonably give, so basically what I'm doing is whenever it's kind of close, I'm just like, give it to Trump, give it to Trump, give it to Trump. So anytime there's it could go either way, I go to Trump. And I initially focused on Biden not getting enough electoral votes, but then I realized, I looked over here and I'm just like, obviously Trump is even less. He's got to get 270 to win, and I can barely get Biden, who's a winner, to get to 270, much less Trump, right? It's like Trump is even further away from the reality of getting a 270. So this is basically showing that Trump doesn't really have a realistic chance of winning. I mean, to flip this, so 201, I'm mixing up the maps. This is my map. So I have Trump at 201. Where is he going to get 60 from? This is me trying to help Trump win, and he is 60, 70. He's 69, right? He needs 69 more votes, electoral votes. Where the hell is he gonna get that from? Wow. Now I gotta see the 2016 map again. So in 2016, he had an extra 25 electoral votes right here. These flipped blue, but that's only 25. He also got Texas and Florida solid red. Ah, that's it. You give him Texas, and then you give him Michigan like last time, 2016. It was solid red. Texas was solid red as well. Wisconsin, boom. That's almost at the 270 right there. That's what happened to him. Oh, he got out here as well. Solid as well. So that's the gist of how he won. Also Florida. Ah, so he had these areas solid red, and this time around he's lost support in those areas, which is what has opened the doorway for Biden to jump in and win. So this time around Florida is weak. This is gone. That's gone. That's gone. And Texas is weak. Well, there you have it. That's my final call. Biden 280, Trump 201. But in order to make this happen, I needed to flip PA blue. So with my pessimistic outlook, we are getting pretty close to having I don't remember this ever happening in history that I remember where somebody didn't get enough electoral votes, and then the Senate and the House have to get involved. Let me see if that's ever happened before. So if Trump doesn't get to Pennsylvania, depending on how things play out, he may not get the 270 he needs. I'm sorry, Biden won't get the 270 he needs, which means we'll have a contingent election. The last time we did that. So here we have an article on that. 1825. Wow. We haven't had this happen since 1825. It's insane. And wouldn't it be crazy if that actually happens? That's insane. You got to get the Senate involved and the House. That procedure is bonkers. Wow. What do you guys think, man? That's my final election map. Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. But looks like Trump is out and Biden is in, which means come 2021, it'll be time for me to focus my attention on Biden. Biden, Biden. Trying to get him to do his job, because we are not interested in going back to the Obama years. In contrast to now, that would be a welcomed change, but we want to move forward, not backward. So let's reset to some kind of level of normalcy, and then from that baseline, let's move forward and beyond the Obama years. Let's get this country united again, and let's address the fact that this country has now become part third world country and part first world country. Too many people have fallen through the cracks. Too many people are working too many jobs, working check to check. We need to address these things, and returning to norms is not the way to do it. Those are my thoughts.